The sun was shining on the top of Dinosaur Town. The green and powerful T-Rex Dino was walking around the town square with his huge body as usual. His huge head and long tail could be felt everywhere he passed with his giant steps. As Dino's green scales shone in the sunlight, the children around him looked at him with admiration. Even though Dino was strong and big, his heart was so soft and full of love. He was always smiling at the children and greeting them gently. That day, while Dino was resting a bit, leaning on the shade of a giant tree at the edge of the square, Spider-Man, the town's other hero, was speeding up the buildings. Spider-Man could easily climb even the tallest buildings in town. His red and blue costume fluttered in the wind around the town, and the spider symbol on his back gave everyone confidence. His flexible and slender body was performing a dance as he jumped from building to building. Suddenly, Dino's sharp ears heard a crying sound coming from the other side of the square. He turned his huge head in that direction. Dino squinted his eyes and looked where the sound was coming from, and noticed a cute little baby dinosaur crying. The baby was shedding tears from its big eyes, and its little green body was shaking. The baby's yellow scales contrasted with the green leaves around it, so Dino noticed it right away. The baby's feet were tiny and wobbly, and the little horns on its head were so tiny they were almost invisible. Dino approached the cub and gently held him in the shade with his giant body. In a soft voice, he asked, "What's wrong, little friend? Why are you crying?" Dino's deep but affectionate voice helped the cub calm down a little. The cub wiped his eyes and sobbed, "Mommy's lost. I can't find her." Hearing these words, Dino's heart softened. His eyes shone with compassion as he looked at the little cub gently with his huge body. Dino stroked the cub's head with his huge arms. "Don't worry, we're here for you. We'll find your mother," he said. At that moment, Spider-Man shot a web through the air and swooped down next to Dino. Spider-Man's dazzling red and blue costume was shining, and a confident voice came from under his mask, "Dino, what happened here?" Dino explained the situation, and Spider-Man immediately took action. "Then let's not waste any time. I'll keep watch from above using my webs around the town. You look for the cub here without leaving him alone, maybe his mother is nearby," he said. Spider-Man quickly climbed the tallest building in town. His slender body moved flexibly and gracefully with each step as he expertly spun his webs over the town. He looked down from the tops of the buildings, but couldn't see anything at first. However, Spider-Man wouldn't give up. "I've got a better view from up there, I'll scan the whole place," he muttered. Meanwhile, Dino was walking with slow but determined steps on the wide streets of the town. His giant body was swaying slightly with each step, but he was taking care not to harm the surroundings with his soft steps. Dino started talking to the dinosaurs around him without scaring the baby. "Has anyone seen the mother of a baby dinosaur here?" he asked with his big voice. But no one had seen anything. As Dino moved a little further, the little cub followed him. The cub felt safe behind Dino's huge body. Dino would turn to him frequently and say, "Don't worry, little buddy, we'll find your mother." Dino's green eyes were shining with hope, because he never gave up in situations like this. After a while, Spider-Man reached the town's watchtower. Standing at the highest point and carefully scanning the surroundings, he noticed a movement on the vast plains shining under the sun. He bent his lithe body and focused in one direction. A green and large dinosaur was wandering among the trees. "I think I found it," he shouted. He immediately shot a web, jumped down, and quickly ran towards Dino. "Dino, I found his mother. She's wandering around the forest," Spider-Man said excitedly. Dino nodded his big head in agreement. "Let's go find her," he said. The two took the cub with them and started walking towards the forest. Dino's huge body moved through the trees, the branches lightly brushing against his strong body. Spider-Man was jumping and shooting webs rapidly over the trees, scanning the way faster. Finally, Dino and Spider-Man found the lost dinosaur mother. The mother was a big and strong dinosaur like her baby, but there was worry in her eyes. She looked sad because she lost her baby. Dino took giant steps towards her mother and pushed her baby towards her. The little baby ran to her mother happily, tears of joy in her big eyes. The mother gently sniffed her baby and protected her. "There you go. Your family is back together again," Dino said, smiling proudly at his huge frame. "Another mission accomplished." Spider-Man shouted, doing a few flips in the air. Dino's big green eyes lit up. "We make a good team," Dino said, smiling. The townspeople gathered in the square to thank their heroes. Dino and Spider-Man had successfully completed another rescue operation. Everyone applauded as the little baby dinosaur sat safely next to its mother. And so Dino and Spider-Man saved another beautiful day, proving once again that they are always ready to help as the heroes of Dinosaur Town.
Dear kids, if you liked the story, please don't forget to like below and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next story. Goodbye.